Hello and welcome back to Warrior Moms. I am Michelle.
And I am Amy, and we're so glad that y'all are back.
Yes. We have Robyn here today with us, who is a mom to Shaun and Morgan, and we're so glad that you're here today. And not glad that you're here today, right? That you're part of this club none of us want to be in, but we're so thankful you're here to share your story. So tell us about Shaun. Let's start with Shaun. It's his birthday week, right?
It is his birthday week. He would be 16.
My goodness.
Which is crazy. He would probably be 20 feet taller than me by this point.
Yeah. Because he was already tall, right?
He hadn't quite
hit that.
Yeah, he hadn't quite hit taller than me yet, but he was close. Like, he was just the sweetest little boy. He was a leader. He played baseball. He was on a travel team. He caught most of the time, but he pretty much could be put in any position and he would make it happen. He hated getting in trouble, but he didn't have a problem with standing up for somebody. And he loved ketchup. Everything. He would dip cookies in ketchup. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Disgustingly crazy.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I think about the pictures that you post of Shaun, and oftentimes his teammates were, he was the one telling them something, it looked like.
Yeah, he was always a helper. His teachers and his coaches just constantly knew that they could call on him to help another classmate or help another teammate, or whatever he was asked to do. He loved being that person that helped.
I think one of my favorite pictures and stuff like that is looking at him on the mound. And, he's giving the pep talk. He's saying, let's get out there and kick some booty. Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
Those are not the words that he used.
We're trying to make this a G-rated.
Yeah. But yes, he definitely gave his pep talks on the mound. And they're funny because I used to do photography for the team, and I would go back to editing pictures, and I would see all those boys laughing, and I was like, what did you say? Yeah. And he was like, am I going to get in trouble, Mom? And he didn't, because I always told him he could say what he wanted with his friends.
Right.
But not where it was other places.
Yeah. Well, and how awesome to have that, the athleticism, the competitiveness, but then to have that heart of kindness and wanting to help other kids.
And his sister. Nobody could mess with his sister.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Morgan. Yeah. Tell us about her.
She was my sweet and sassy little social butterfly cheerleader, but just a little ditzy. I love her. She was a brunette, but I didn't always think she should have been a brunette. Sweet as can be, also a helper. She was my little mama. She wanted to make everybody smile. She wanted to make everybody's life easier, but she had a hard time remembering things sometimes, which, I know we all do, but little Shaun would make fun of her sometimes, and he told her one day that she would forget that peanut butter went on a PB&J. So that was just, if it was not a super important fact to her, she did not really care about remembering it. Yeah. Now, a cheer routine, she could remember that all day. Yeah. She could count 5, 6, 7, 8, 100 times over, and she would know exactly what to do. But putting a sandwich
what was
together,
her
making a PB&J?
Not her thing.
So her personality has had similar kind of kindness and a little bit ditziness. What else was like that when you think about posting the pictures and sharing pieces of her with us? What else comes up?
She had a heart of gold. She came home one day, and you know how kids like to tell you that they want to do something last minute. Yeah. She came home one day and told me she needed a shirt cleaned for school the next day. And I rolled my eyes and got on to her because it was already bedtime.
Last minute, and
Mm-hmm. And she said, but Mommy, it's twin day tomorrow. And there's a little girl who's deaf, but I knew she had the same shirt I did. And so she had gotten another teacher to help her ask if she wanted to twin with her.
My goodness.
So she wanted to make sure everybody was included, that everybody, wanted to be part of things. And she just loved her friends and even the strangers. And she just wanted to make sure that everybody felt loved.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, tell us about the tragedy. What happened?
October 5th, at 2:30 in the morning. I woke up because I was hot. I didn't know why I was hot. I woke up because I was hot. As I started trying to figure out what was going on, I realized that there was smoke. And so immediately, well, probably not immediately because it's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, you're out of it.
Quite
Yeah.
awake yet.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
I tried to get upstairs. Master was on the main, and Shaun and Morgan's rooms were upstairs. I went to the stairwell, and it was too hot. It was too smoky. I couldn't get upstairs.
Gosh.
I decided I would try to go take a breath in the garage and try again. So I went out there.
So it had just smoke had filled the whole house. Yeah.
And so I tried again, and I still, the heat, the smoke, everything just would knock me back. I tried and tried and tried. I finally said, maybe I can get outside and just come in through the front door. I couldn't even, the buttons for the garage door didn't work. So I literally just pulled it. Like did you hit the emergency release handle? I don't know what I did.
No.
I just pulled until I could open it, and I pulled a trash can underneath it. And I went running around to go to the front, and there was nothing but flames coming from the top of the house.
Oh my gosh, Robyn.
I screamed. All of these next details are a little blurry. They're from what neighbors tell me.
Right.
I do remember running across the street and banging on a neighbor's door until somebody finally came.
Yeah.
Neighbors surrounded me. Another one called 911. They say when the police got there that they had to pull me back out of the house that I was still trying to get in to get to Shaun and Morgan.
Yeah.
I remember when the fire trucks got there, running over and screaming at them to save my babies.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But it was too late. They say that our smoke alarms didn't go off, and I don't know. I have no idea.
Right.
I don't remember the details of that sound that night. I remember lots of other very vivid details, but I don't remember the details of that one. We did check our smoke alarms. Not regularly, not as often as I remind people to do now.
Right.
But they went off. If you started a fire in the fireplace and forgot to open the flue, because sometimes we're just not always the smartest people in the world, the smoke alarms would go off.
Yeah. So they were
If Shaun
functioning.
and Morgan took a shower in their bathroom and too much steam escaped, the smoke alarm would go off, which was right outside their bedroom. So I had no reason to think that they weren't working.
Right.
We had a fire ladder. My kids knew how to use it.
Yeah, you
We had a
had
fire
all the
plan.
things. You had all the things.
We knew what to do. You went outside and you ran across the street and you went to that neighbor's mailbox and you waited. And you didn't go back in the house for anything.
Right.
And they knew that. But they said they never woke up.
Oh my
Which is my only
Right.
saving grace, I guess. Because originally when the coroner came to us, he said they found them together. And that terrified me.
Yeah.
Because I thought that meant they had woken up.
Yeah.
And that they were in the hallway or something together.
Yeah.
But it was fall break. And I had gone upstairs that night and told them goodnight. At that point, they were in their own rooms. They said, Mom, can we stay up? Shaun was 12 and Morgan was 9. And we didn't have anything to do the next day.
Yeah.
So, sure. I guess at some point in time, Morgan had decided to go slumber party with her brother.
Yeah.
He had an extra twin mattress in his floor that he used for like a couch to play video games and stuff on. They found her in a sleeping position there. And they looked at me funny when I asked where Shaun was. The ceiling had collapsed.
Gosh.
So they found him in his bed in the garage.
Okay. Yeah.
But hopefully that meant that he was in bed.
Yeah. And it was quick. Yeah. I'm just so sorry. It is just beyond any words. And I mean, there's just no words in the universe for that kind of sorrow.
And both babies. I know that we've said that time and time again. Like, we've lost one. And you've lost both of them. And that's just so, I'm going to cry today.
I know.
It just, we say it all the time. All the other warriors, I can't imagine.
But there's also days that I can't imagine some of the stuff that y'all do. Because there are days that I don't, there's not days. There is every day that I question why in the world I got out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are days that I ask God why he didn't just let me die with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why did I wake up? Why did I have to wake up? Why couldn't I have just inhaled the smoke the way that they did?
They did, yeah.
But that wasn't his plan. I don't know why.
Right.
I have a lot of questions for him.
Exactly.
We all have
Let me get my notepad.
But the days that I have bad days, I can just stay in bed.
Mm-hmm.
I can just go lay on the couch. Y'all have to get up and parent other children every day. I don't know that Shaun and Morgan would have survived without the other one. They had such a sibling bond that, I mean, I know we would have figured it out the same way I'm figuring this out. But,
Right.
I just, sometimes those are things I question too.
Yeah. But what I love about, getting to know you and become friends with you is just the lens in which you walk your life. Like just you telling that, you're looking for those blessings. And I know we have all said this so many times that you teach us, even though, we're further along in our grief, every time we get to see you, you teach us something new about what are you doing? How do you get up? How are you carrying on? And
I think one of the things is that you say time and time again, and I take that to heart too, is that I want to make my kids proud.
Oh, absolutely. I taught them, which we were kind of competitive between cheer and baseball and all those things, You give it your 110%. You don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
If you put your mind something, you see that through.
Mm-hmm. Did that drive within you and did that start pretty quickly after you lost the kids? Tell us a little bit about.
I guess we lost them on the 5th. And how do you? Me and their dad co-parent. We co-parent well. But nobody talks about what to do if you lose your kids. Mm-mm. Nobody puts that in a co-parenting plan.
No.
So we had to come together and parent even stronger than we did when they were here.
Yeah.
We had to plan a funeral together. Mm-hmm. How in the world do you do that? We had to pick what we wanted to do with them.
Yeah.
Where we wanted them to be,
how do you keep their memories alive? Mm-hmm. How do we,
we also knew that they had a lot of teammates that wanted to be at the service. Mm-hmm. We didn't want a weekend service because we didn't want kids to have to forfeit games.
Oh,
and miss
God,
things.
Yeah.
So we planned the service for a Monday.
Oh, that is
it's okay
amazing.
They get grace. Yes, there is grace.
That's amazing.
But the Saturday before their service, Morgan's Field was doing a memory of them. And we showed up for that.
Wow.
I was driving to that field not knowing how in the world, which I was a cheer coach. Of course, they'd given me grace, so if I didn't need to be there that day, it was fine. But I wanted to be there, not just for us, but for those girls. They were her friends.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they needed you and your guidance, despite you not having a breath to carry you there.
But I was driving to that field, and I was getting ready to turn in, and I looked up at God, and I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this today.
Yeah.
And I just said, please help me get through this. And then I started thinking back about what it would normally look like driving to the field.
Yeah.
Morgan. Where is your bow?
Yeah.
Can you please get your shoes on?
Do you have two shoes?
Yes. Are your pom-poms here? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it would normally look like.
Yeah.
And it made me laugh and it made me smile, and we made it through.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, the boys were playing in a baseball tournament.
Wow.
Sean's number was number 8. And they had asked me to throw out the first pitch and their dad to catch it.
Oh, shit.
Golly.
Thank goodness Big Sean's a good Thank goodness Big Sean's a good catcher too, because that would not be the best pitch I could ever do. But he caught it. But by no planning of our own, they played on field 8.
Oh my goodness.
What was the score, Robyn?
It was 8. They won.
Oh, that's
and
amazing.
those boys, we were doing visitation that night. And some of the boys on the team said, "We're sorry if we don't make visitation." And I said, "I don't want to see y'all at visitation."
Yeah.
I said, "I want y'all to win this tournament."
Yeah.
And I don't think they won it that time. I can't remember, but they made it.
Yeah.
And then the next day we did their service.
Gosh.
So, I feel like we kept putting that foot in front of the other, almost immediately. But you don't give up. That's what we taught our kids, and we wanted to be there for their friends, and we wanted to see that we could survive. We weren't sure we were going to after that, but at first we wanted to show how you keep stepping.
Robyn, okay, so you have lost, so here we are.
Mm-hmm.
And not only have you lost your children, you don't know which way to go. You've lost your home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've lost everything that's comfortable.
I left with a tank top and yoga pants.
In October.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
And
I'm sure it's like, who cares, right? I don't even care, right?
People were just, they had set up.
But you still had to go somewhere, right? Yeah.
I lived on my best friend's recliner for about 2 weeks, if not longer. Nobody let me be alone anyways, so it was fine.
Yeah.
Your tribe really showed up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Our community, our tribe, our family, my best friend, Lord knows that she took over.
Did she earn her title?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She made phone calls. She forced soup down my throat. She made life keep going for me even when I didn't want it to.
Yeah.
But I couldn't live on her recliner forever.
Right.
So eventually I got into a rental. And people just kept handing me things. They were giving me clothes. They were giving us money. They were doing, and I just kept thinking, I don't deserve any of this, And yes, that survivor's guilt. Like, I didn't ask to survive this. Mm-hmm. What kind of mom am I? I couldn't even get my kids out. Mm-hmm. I just felt so undeserving of these wonderful things people were doing for us.
Right.
But so undeserving.
Yeah.
I learned to accept the help, and I learned to say thank you. And of course I was going to do all that stuff anyways, because it's just the polite thing to do, but it just took me a long time to learn it was okay for me to still have help.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. To accept it, to ask for it.
Mm-hmm. And God did save you for a reason. And these people are rallying behind you to show you that each and every day.
Yep. And they still do. We are coming up on our 4-year angelversary.
Gosh.
And there's still, there's still people who, which I talk about them all the time. I'm not going to let people completely forget them. But, but yeah, there's still people where we're doing an event soon at the park again that they remember them every year, and so there's still people in our tribes that just still do things. So.
Right. Tell us, in that kind of spirit of keeping their spirit alive, tell us about the foundation you've created recently.
So I knew I wanted to do something. I didn't know when I was going to have the strength or the courage to do it. And it was about 2 years into it. But it is the Forever Noe Strong Foundation. Our last name is Noe, N-O-E. And we created a foundation to help teach fire safety awareness and help people be prepared. I always say that plans don't always work. We had one. But if you don't have a plan, it's never going to work.
Right.
So
It gives you a chance that it might work.
So come up with fire plans. Not just at your home, when you go other places. Like, do you know how to get out of a hotel room? Do you know what to do? Do you know
That's such a good point. Yeah.
Exits at Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean,
just, you know,
Right.
what do you do? Emergencies can happen anywhere. You have no idea. So yeah, we try to put things out every month to remind people to check smoke detectors, to practice fire plans. And then we also take donations and we give back to other youth programs in the communities, or even not in the communities. I would love for us to get shared so far that I am giving scholarships to people in California.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
So
Tell us how we can find more information about.
So we have a website. It is the Forever No Strong Foundation.org. We have a Facebook page, Forever No Strong Foundation. And there is a Instagram page as well. So you can find
Great.
us. At all
We'll
of
link those.
No is Noe.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And we'll link those with
Yes.
the podcast as well. So tell us about just, going back to this spirit and thinking about other moms or other people that might be grieving. How do you do it? You talk about this spirit, but what is it? You have these put your foot in front of the other, but you also, I'm sure, have these dark days. You said you want to stay in bed, so what's kind of a message to find this balance of being able to take care of yourself in all ways?
I think, one, it's God all day. I am very strong in my faith. I question it. I yell at him sometimes. But in the midst of me yelling at him, I ask him to help. And he understands that. And like we said, my tribe, my cousin moved in with me almost immediately. He didn't really mean to. He was down to visit.
He accidentally.
He was down to visit, and then COVID happened.
Is it
Oh,
those
gosh.
guests that come and never leave? That's why you don't give them comfortable beds.
Well, he came down to visit, and then COVID happened.
Gosh.
And he was living in New York at the time. And then it just kind of worked out for him to just move in. He was ready to come back to Georgia, and I loved having the company.
Yes.
And he still traveled a little bit, so we still had our time apart, but it was nice to have somebody there sometimes, especially on those dark days and those dark nights.
Yes.
And then right at a year after the tragedy, I met my boyfriend. We had started dating. Bless him.
How was it dating? Because that's got to. I just remember you saying one time, like when you decided to kind of start dating after the thing, and I remember you saying, how am I going to do this? How am I going to introduce all of this?
I said, bless him.
Yes.
It took a very special person to.
Because it was just a year
Yeah.
after. Wow. Yeah.
We literally went on our first date 4 days before their 1 year anniversary.
Oh my heavens.
And he still managed to like me, and he's still with me.
I was going to say, I know how I am. I'm sure that we're all a little bit of a hot mess.
Yeah.
Coming up to that anniversary, just that anxiety and that just everything coming up, building up to that day.
Yeah.
Each year is.
Well, in year two,
and
year two, after you hit that anniversary of hitting year two of where, the fog kind of fades away, and then the reality of it all. And yet here you're in a new relationship.
Yeah. He got to see a lot of messy right at the beginning.
And he stayed.
He stayed. And he's still here. We celebrate 3 years soon. And again, right before the 4-year anniversary. So,
Shaun's birthday and Morgan's.
Yeah, Shaun's birthday is in the end of September, and Morgan's will be in November. Hers is 1 day before mine, which used to be such a blessing.
Yes.
And it still is, but it's different.
It's just hard.
Yeah.
We used to celebrate together, and now a different kind of celebration.
Yeah. I think about you had shared, one of the first times I met you, I think you had shared about your Christmas tree. Will you tell about that?
Yes. Obviously, the first year I wanted nothing to do with any kind of holiday whatsoever. And they were big for us. We loved holidays and Christmas and just everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't know how to get away from holidays fast enough.
Yeah.
Like I said, Morgan's first birthday was so fresh. It was right at Thanksgiving.
Right there. Yeah.
I ran away for Christmas. I went to my dad's in Florida, which I didn't normally do because I stayed home to be with the kids.
Yeah.
But then finally, the second year, which my boyfriend and his daughter probably helped a little bit with me being ready to celebrate and decorate again. But we had lost all of our ornaments. We had lost
your tree,
everything. Well, I say we lost all of our ornaments. They found a few things in the basement and gave to me that still took me a long time to go through.
Yeah, I bet.
But for the most part, we had lost everything. And so I had an idea that I was going to go on social media and see if any of their friends wanted to make or buy or donate some kind of special ornament that reminded them of Shaun and Morgan. And I would put it on a tree.
I love that so much.
I expected to get this handful of ornaments. And I still mention it every year, and people still send ornaments sometimes. Right now, we are at over 200 ornaments.
Oh, my gosh.
We have upgraded the tree. Bart it's just my boyfriend, has even bought a rotating tree stand.
Nice.
So that nothing gets hidden in the back.
Oh, that is so precious.
They rotate so everybody
what
can
a
see all
thoughtful
of them.
idea.
And every time you would open one, did you know the stories? Did they write the stories?
Most of the time, most of them came with a note. A lot of them I did know the stories, but
I'm sure you
hearing them from a different perspective is just so much fun. And of course, I keep all the notes. So when I unpack the ornaments every year, I get to relive the notes.
Oh, I love that.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, me
and
too.
sometimes it's hard to put the tree back up.
Oh, I can
I
only imagine.
I don't want to leave it out all year, but
take it down after Christmas.
Yeah. So, but again, it's so much fun to reopen them every year and reread the stories, even though you pretty much remember them all. You still get to reread them.
Yeah, and it's somehow like the kids are in that particular year, that moment right there with you again, even though you carry them always. But
and this is
it's a visual way.
We don't get new stories.
No. And I think that's part of the second year that makes it so hard.
Oh, yes.
There's no new stories.
No.
The dumb memories that are popping back up are of the graveside.
Yeah.
They're of loss. They're of, and I think that's another thing that makes the second year so hard. And then the third, and then the fourth, and then however many.
On we go.
We're not
Yeah.
on the 5 and 6.
Yeah.
But we'll be there one day.
Exactly.
Yeah. You had talked to us about a song that kind of captures this idea of, finding the balance of putting one foot in front of the other, but then also giving yourself space to grieve.
Yeah. I tell everybody a lot with different warrior moms or grieving dads or even grieving, it's not just your children.
No.
Losing anybody is hard. And I tell people that because some people will come to me because they've lost a parent. But they'll say, I feel like I can't complain to you about that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, grief is grief.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It's
a loss.
Did you love them any less?
Yes.
You're still sad. And it's okay. And that's kind of one of my mottos. It's okay to not be okay. Don't stay in that place.
Yeah.
Get up and keep moving forward later. But it's okay to be in that place sometimes. And there's a song, it's by After Grace, and it is called That's Okay. And it talks about the grief and how every tear can be a testimony. And that I feel that. Like, the days that I have, I'm a pretty open book. The days that I have bad days, I pretty much tell people that I've had a bad day today, you know, that I'm angry today, that I'm sad today. But then the next day, maybe I'm wonderful. And maybe I remembered this amazing story about my kids that puts a huge smile on my face.
Yeah.
But those days that you can't do that, it's okay.
Yeah. And I love that you share that you're not okay. I mean, that's a lesson, I think, no matter who we're grieving for, it's so important for us to remember that, you know, that I think we try and put this lid on grief that, you know, we hide it, and it's perfectly fine and actually healthy to say, I'm having a really bad day.
And I tell people too, sometimes it's not the big days that are hard for me. I can get through their angelversary. I'm expecting it.
Yeah, true.
I can get through their birthdays. I'm expecting them.
It's the random Tuesday.
Yes. Or even the days after where I've gotten through those days. And then I call them my emotional hangover days.
Yeah.
Where I'm defeated.
Yeah.
And I've learned to accept those days. And now I plan for those days because I know they're coming.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
You're a planner.
I am.
I love it. I love it.
So you're a planner in nature. So
Yeah.
But there are those unplanned.
Oh, there are. I mean, you can see something in the grocery store.
Oh, God.
And go, oh.
Yeah. This is too hard.
Times I've left the grocery store. I mean, not recently as much as I did in the early days, but yeah. Just
Right.
It's too much.
We don't need milk.
Yeah. It's overrated.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I think that is a huge moment, especially for someone that is a planner and all that kind of stuff, to accept it as it comes. And I think
That's hard for me sometimes.
Yes, but it's a huge feat to do that because you want to plan your grief days and you want to plan the happy days and but you can't.
No. When the tears start flowing, they just start flowing.
And you have to let them.
Yeah.
That's something that I've learned in all this is you have to let them feel the feels.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And know that the feels are okay, whatever feels they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then just ask for strength and keep going.
And let people know.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know that at our house we do that a lot of times. Like, today's a bad day. You had nothing to do with it, but today's a bad day.
Yeah.
So if I'm a jerk,
here we are.
give me grace. Yeah.
Exactly.
So tomorrow will be a better day.
Well, Robyn, thank you so much for sharing your story. And I know I carry a piece of Shaun and Morgan. Cry when I think about it. But that their competitiveness, your competitiveness, but when I say that, I think about your fierceness, your drive to find joy and to do that in the name of your kids and for yourself. And I just am so in awe of you. And I just thank you for being here and being our friend and your mom.
Yes.
Thank you, Robyn.
Yes.
All right. Well, we want to thank everybody else for being here too, and go follow the Forever Know Strong. And just thank you, Robyn.